The Richardson collection in the State Library of New South Wales consists of 355 items from a donation in 1926 by Nelson and Helen Richardson. Each and every item is designated as part of the library's rare book collection. This collection is not being added to today, neither is the Richardson collection weeded. While careful and thoughtful withdrawal of items helps to strengthen the main collections, increasing their overall quality, currency, relevance and use, the works in the Richardson collection containing rare Bibles, medieval manuscripts and other early books are too precious and important to consider disposing of. The focus for the future of the collection is to protect it from damage and disaster, careful digitization to provide electronic duplicates, and conservation work to stabilize their condition, keeping them usable and available for as long as possible. The State Library of New South Wales has extensive policies on disaster and risk management covering both its physical and digital assets. The public documents are quite general and point to government legislation guidelines and have links for further information to works by other institutions such as Blue Shield Australia. Specific disaster plans and digital preservation policies are confidential documents for internal use. Plans cover the preparation, prevention and planning, response and recovery for disasters such as earthquakes, fire, flood, insect infestation, cyber attack, vandalism, warfare and power cuts. Planning, training and gathering appropriate supplies, weighing risks and developing strategies before crises will help reduce the chance of disaster striking and minimize the damage if they do. Of the 355 volumes in the Richardson collection, 335 have not yet been digitized. 15 have been selectively digitized, with a few pages available online. Only 5 volumes have been completely digitized, including the Rimini Antiphon from 1328, a manuscript copy of the Magna Carta, 1330, and an illustrated Voyage of Governor Phillip to Botany Bay from 1789. Digitization has many benefits: reduced physical handling of fragile books, remote access of information and electronic duplication in mitigation of future disaster. Rare books require slow and careful treatment, and so digitization is expensive. A future challenge is to convince stakeholders that it is money well spent. There are more than 300 rare Bibles of great interest to scholars in the Richardson collection dating back to 1525, with languages in Latin, French, German and English. The evolution of language can be studied using many volumes of the same text over a span of hundreds of years. Each volume will likely have a slightly different translation, leading to different interpretations. Take for example Psalm 23 from the King James Bible of 1611. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Then look at the Reims Douay from 2 years earlier in 1609. "The Lord ruleth me, and I shall want nothing." The State Library is committed to the preservation of these rare books. Specialist conservation staff are trained to deal with problems such as broken bindings, torn pages, creases, ink corrosion, mold, drying wet paper, flaking illustrations. Conservation is very time-consuming and expensive and will need to be justified to stakeholders. The future challenge is to keep the Richardson collection as safe as can be from potential disaster through prevention, preparation, planning, and if disaster strikes, having trained staff ready to respond and recover. In the meantime, continue with conservation and digitization to ensure the longevity of these precious books.